And Moreno Vasquez for the state.
David A. Garcia, attorney for Marco Moreno Vasquez.
And your client is present, correct?
Correct.
All right, we have the interpreter here. The interpreter has previously been sworn and they're still under oath. If you could state your name for the record, please.
Cesar Chavez, license number 2203.
All right, then we will have the jurors come in and we'll begin.
Yes.
Yes, we're ready.
All right, for the jury.
Oh, do you need to have a seat? Do you need a chair?
I'm good.
You
just
sure?
unless if I get tired, I'll pull that up.
Okay, all right, thank you. All right, everyone, please be seated. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a different interpreter. He's been here before. He's already been sworn in. I'll wait for you.
Sit here.
All
I
right.
need to be able to pick my knee up.
Oh, sure. Where do you need to sit?
And once in front of the booth, like in front of the.
Okay, sure.
Okay. Sorry, I'm not trying to be.
No problem.
Oh, just switch my seats. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you.
All right, the witness is still under oath and I believe stated still your witness.
Ms. Ubieta, so before the break, I had asked you whether you were renting out 7716 Winsford to anyone. Do you recall that question?
Sí.
Okay.
Yes.
And you had said no, is that correct?
Sí.
And then I showed you the photo of the 2 units. Do you recall that?
Yeah.
Of
Okay.
course.
And so now I'm asking you again, at the time that this crime occurred, were you renting out unit 7716 to anyone?
Yes.
Okay, and who were you renting it to?
Lorraine.
Lorraine.
Okay. Now I'm going to resume Claim States Exhibit 76. And can you tell the jury what they are seeing right there?
Estamos llegando.
We're arriving.
Okay. Now, when you were on your way back to your home, once you entered into your neighborhood, you stated that you received a phone call from Lorraine, is that correct?
Así es.
That is
Okay.
correct.
And then after you received the phone call from Lorraine, what happened?
Nosotros entramos, estaba muy cerca de la casa, entramos a la calle Winsford.
We got in, it was pretty close to the house. We entered through the street Winsford.
Okay, and then did you see an SUV while you were on Winsford?
Nos topamos con la camioneta blanca, con
Sí.
la,
We ran into the white pickup truck.
Okay, and did you recognize that white pickup truck?
sí,
Yes.
And who did that white pickup truck belong to?
al señor Marco.
Mr. Marco.
Okay. Now I'm gonna resume Plain States Exhibit 76. And I'm gonna fast forward for time purposes to 6 minutes and 20 seconds. And exhibit is buffering, but Ms. Ubieta, is that a different angle camera that you have there at the house?
Sí,
Yes,
Okay, and can you tell the jury where this camera was located? Was it on the side of your home?
Está al lado de la, saliendo de mi casa al derecha.
it's on the side, getting out of my house on the right side.
Okay. And if I show you Stacy exhibit 41. Was the camera view that we're seeing, is that located
Sí.
right here?
Sí.
Okay, and so from this camera, you wouldn't be able to see where the pool table area was, is that correct?
No,
No,
Cause it's facing back.
sí.
Okay.
yes,
And so I'm gonna place it exhibit 76 at 6 minutes and 20 seconds. Ms. Ubieta, who is that walking right there?
Duniel.
Duniel,
Do you know?
Can't hear her.
could you hear the interpreter?
I can hear you, but I can't hear her.
You're supposed to hear the interpreter.
Right, but what did you say?
Duniel,
Oh, Duniel.
And we're playing the next video labeled as video 7 underscore at 2 minutes and 15 seconds on state exhibit 76. And who is that there?
Duniel.
Duniel,
Playing video labeled 8 underscore at 30 seconds. And who is that there?
Gerardo.
Gerardo,
And for that video, is that after you all returned from Houston?
Sí.
yes,
And now playing video 12 underscore on state exhibit 76. I apologize, everyone, it's buffering, but. playing video labeled 12 underscore from State's Exhibit 76 in its entirety. Ms. Ubieta, I've paused the State's Exhibit at 2 minutes and 38 seconds. Do you recognize the man that's on the right?
El de la. El de la bueno, de aquí para allá.
The one from here to there, the one with the hat?
The one on the right side with the hat closest to the fence?
No.
El que está aquí, sí, el acá no.
The one over here, yes. The other one over there, no.
Okay, the one that you recognize, who do you recognize it to be?
El señor Marco.
Mr. Marco.
Okay. Prior to this day, have you ever seen Marco at your house?
Sí,
Yes.
And do you recall when that was in relation to the shooting? Was it about how long before the shooting did that occur?
una semana antes.
1 week before?
Okay. Did you get to see what vehicle he was driving on that day?
Sí,
Yes.
What vehicle was he driving on that
la
day?
camioneta blanca.
The white pickup truck.
Okay. And when did you make contact with him on that day? Like, did he speak?
Y
to you?
hablamos.
Yes, we talked.
Okay, and what did he tell you on that day?
Me preguntó
Very
de.
close or something. Hearsay and speculation.
Who is speaking?
It's the defendant's own statement.
All right, that objection will be overruled.
Okay, Ms. Vieta, can you please tell the jury what the defendant Marco Moreno Vasquez told you when he had appeared at your house about a week prior to the shooting?
Me preguntó por cubano.
He asked me for Cubano.
Okay. And is that all he said to you?
Sí, me preguntó que dónde estaba cubano, ya yo le contesté.
Yes, he asked me where Cubano was, and I replied to him.
Okay. Did you see if the defendant Marco Moreno Vasquez ever made contact with Cubano on that day?
Sí, salió cubano para con él.
Yes, Cubano came out with him.
Okay, and do you know where they went on that day?
No.
No,
Okay. And the individual that's shown on the video right now, you stated you had never seen him before, is that
Mhm.
correct?
No, no lo había visto.
no, I have never seen him.
And so, Ms. Zubieta, I'm gonna show you what I've marked as case exhibit number 17. Can you take a look at that for me?
Sí.
And does that appear to be a fair and accurate copy of the photo that is depicted in the video?
Sí.
Yes,
And it hasn't been like changed in any way, it's from the video, is that correct?
no,
It's from the video.
Así es.
that's correct.
At this time, the state offers case exhibit 78 into evidence and tendering the same to defense for inspection.
May I take you under voir dire, Judge?
Yes.
It's Zubieta, ¿verdad?
Subieta.
Zubieta.
Zubieta.
Sorry about that.
Así es.
So Ms. Zubieta, the prosecutor asked you if this picture was from the video. You didn't create this picture, correct?
No.
No,
Do you also understand English a little?
No.
no,
And so even though you didn't create this photo, does it look like the same that we're seeing on the video?
Así es.
that is correct.
No objection.
All right, state's exhibit number 78 is admitted without objection.
Okay, Ms. Zubieta, and in state's exhibit 78, can you just tell the jury who is that in state's exhibit 78?
El señor Marco.
Mr. Marco,
Permission to publish.
Granted.
Now, Miss Zubieta, after you and your family arrived back at the residence there at 7718 Winsford Drive, did you get off of your motor vehicle or can you explain to the jury what you did at that time?
Se bajó Gerardo primero y dijo que no nos bajáramos nosotros, que iba a revisar la casa, porque
Gerardo- Gerardo got up first and he told us not to get off because he was going to check the house first.
porque la casa estaba abierta, la puerta, y se miraba todo para adentro.
Because the house, the door was open and you could see everything on the inside.
Okay. And so did you ever get off of the car or no?
Sí,
Yes.
When?
después de que Gerardo entró, regresó y dijo que no había nada, que podíamos entrar.
After Gerardo went in, came out, and then he told us that we could go in.
Okay. And when you were walking through the gate to get to your front door, did you observe anything at that time?
Yo entré, después de que Gerardo, entré yo a la casa porque como traía a mi hija, a mi hijo y a mi nieta, yo entré, revisé la casa,
I went into the house because I had my daughter and my granddaughter, my son and my granddaughter. I went into the house and I checked everything.
y me regresé cuando venía por donde está una maceta, junto a la banquetita.
And I came back and where there was a pot next to the little sidewalk there,
Vi que estaba Cubano tirado.
I saw Cubano on the floor.
Okay. Regarding Cubano's body, did you notice, did he look to be like living or what did you notice about his body?
Estaba en modo fetal y no, yo nomás le hablé a Gerardo y le dije, Cubano está tirado.
He was in a fetal position and I just saw Cubano and I told Gerardo, Cubano's on the floor.
Okay. And then after that, did you contact 911 yourself?
Le hablé a Lorraine, le dije por favor le hablara a la policía porque era más rápido porque ella habla el inglés.
I called Lorraine and I told her to please call the police because it was faster because she speaks English.
Okay. And so then when did police arrive to your home?
Bueno, Gerardo me dijo que me metiera a la camioneta,
Well, Gerardo told me to get back into the truck
que esperáramos ahí hasta que llegara la policía.
for us to wait there until the police arrived.
Okay, and so did you see the police there, once they did arrive?
Sí,
Yes.
Okay. And did you speak with the police that night?
todos hablamos con la policía.
We all talked to the police.
Okay. And then after that, did you find something in your home? Well, let me back up. Ms. Zubieta, so I'm gonna show you what has been introduced into evidence as State's Exhibits 32 through 30. Can you take a look at that for me?
Yes.
Okay, and State's Exhibit 32, what do you see?
No sé si sean los impactos o...
I don't know if it's the impacts or
Before you left to Houston that morning, did your home have those defects?
No,
no.
Okay, and to your knowledge, had your home ever been shot at before?
no.
No.
Okay. And so, oh, go ahead. And so after you spoke with the police on that day, a couple of days later, did you find something in your home that caused you to call the police?
Sí,
And
Yes.
what was that?
un casquillo en la recámara de mi hijo.
A cartridge in my son's bedroom.
Okay. And did a police officer come out and take custody of that from you?
Sí.
Yes.
Your Honor, at this time we pass the witness.
Defense?
Thank you, Judge. It's Ms. Zubieta, let's just start at the end here that you testified to. You say you find Dunell in a fetal position out in the yard, correct?
Así es.
That is correct.
Was he in the yard or was he inside by the pool table?
Junto a la mesa de billar.
Next to the pool table.
So he wasn't out in the yard.
Estaba dentro de mi propiedad, junto a la mesa de billar.
He was inside my property next to the pool table.
Right, but we just saw a couple of photos of the property, right?
Claro.
You have some grass next to the house, which most people would call a yard, correct?
Así es.
That is correct.
So did you find Dunell in the yard? Or did you walk into his place that he was living at, right? He was living there.
Ahí vivía.
He lived there.
He was paying you rent.
Así es.
That is correct.
And so you walked into his place.
A mi casa.
To my house.
It was his room.
No.
No.
Did he not live there?
Él vivía ahí, pero él vivía en la parte de atrás.
He lived there, but he lived in the part behind the other part.
Okay, so the pool table area is your house.
Es parte de mi casa.
It's part of my house.
And that's where you found him,
Así es.
That is correct.
on the floor by the pool table.
En el piso.
On the floor.
Did you move him?
No.
No.
Did you scream?
Sí.
Yes.
What was your relationship to Dunell?
Ninguna.
None.
How was he related to your husband?
Porque era su conocido, su amigo de él, no mío.
It was his acquaintance, his friend, not mine.
They were just friends.
Así es.
That is correct.
How long had he been renting from you and living in your house?
Le rentaba a Gerardo
He was renting from Gerardo
desde noviembre
since November
Of
sí,
what year?
del 2022.
of 2022.
Was he a good friend of your husband's?
No sabría decir.
I wouldn't know.
Did you know Dunell well?
No.
No.
He didn't come over and eat at your house? You're part of the house?
Gerardo lo metía a comer, pero yo no estaba de acuerdo.
Gerardo would bring him to eat there, but I did not agree with that.
How much did he pay you all a month?
I'm gonna object to.
A mí no me pagaba.
this, Judge.
Right. When an objection is raised, when either attorney says objection, I'm going to ask you to stop speaking so I can address their objection. All right, what was your question, counsel?
How much did he pay you all a month?
All right, and state what is your objection?
Relevant.
What is the relevancy?
She's the one that's bringing out this relationship with the deceased judge. She seems to have known a lot about the deceased. Now that I'm asking her questions about the deceased, she doesn't seem to know. So I am flushing out what her relationship and how much she knew about the deceased for the jury's edification.
All right, with regards to the amount he was paying per month for the room or the location, that objection will be sustained unless there's more information that the court deems makes it relevant.
What do you do for a living, Ms. Zubieta?
Yo limpiaba casas, compro storage y los vendo.
I clean houses, I buy storage, and I sell them.
And what did your husband, your ex-husband, Gerardo, do for a living?
Al roofing.
Roofing.
And how long have you owned those houses there on Winsford?
Desde el 2019.
Since 2019.
So at that point, you've been living there for 4 years?
Así es.
That is correct.
And you say Lorraine is also a tenant at your house?
En el dúplex de lado.
The duplex on the side.
What does Lorraine do for a living?
Object as to speculation, no personal knowledge and relevance.
All right, the relevancy.
Judge, they live at this duplex. She seems to have a good relationship with Lorraine. Once again, I'm trying to flesh out what exactly that relation is, especially since they were there to greet the police in this event. It's just sort of res gesta.
All right, with regards to that question, the objection will be sustained.
You keep talking about this white truck. It's a white truck you're talking about, right? That you say you saw on your surveillance video at the scene and then you saw in person the
Así
day in
es.
That is
question?
correct.
And you're adamantly sure it was a white truck.
Sí,
Yes,
You saw it with your own eyes, right?
yo la vi.
I saw
During
it.
the day
Yeah.
and at night at some point.
Así es.
That's right.
But you can't tell this jury who you saw in the truck, can you?
Sí, al señor Marco.
Yes,
Okay,
Mr.
you're saying you
Marco.
saw Marco in that.
En
that
una
truck.
ocasión.
On one occasion.
Which occasion?
En una
During the
ocasión que
day, a
fueron-
week earlier?
Her to answer, please.
Sorry, I'll try.
I didn't get her answer.
en una ocasión que Cubano salió porque iba a ver al señor Marco.
On one occasion, that Cubano went out because he was going to see Mr. Marco.
Now, in that statement alone, how do you know who Cubano or Duniel was gonna go see?
Porque él le dijo a Gerardo que iba a verte con el señor.
But
Because
he
he,
didn't,
because he
Didn't
told
they?
Gerardo that he was going to meet the man.
did he tell you that or did he tell Gerardo?
No, yo le escuché.
No, I heard it.
And were you out there when Cubano, also known as Duniel, went out there?
¿Perdón?
I'm sorry.
Did you actually see Duniel go out there and meet with someone?
Sí,
Yes,
Why would you have seen that?
porque era mi casa y
Because-
se veía.
because it was my house and you could see it.
Right, it looks like you have a big fence, a big wooden fence around your house.
Claro. Y mis
So-
cámaras estaban prendidas todo el tiempo.
And
Bueno,
my cameras
so-
were on all the time.
All right, so everyone, just a moment. The court reporter is trying to take down everything that everybody is saying. It's sort of difficult, and the reason why it's difficult is because you can hear the interpreter speaking in Spanish. So if everybody could ask a question, let the interpreter interpret, and then let the interpreter interpret the answer, it would make it much easier for the court reporter. And again, if there's an objection from either side, just stop speaking so I can make a ruling on their objection. All right, counsel, you may ask your question.
So you're saying that you're sitting in front of that security camera the whole time, watching everything going on at your house?
No todo el tiempo, pero cuando alguien pasa, la cámara hacía sonido.
Not all the
O
time,
sea, y yo, claro que iba a checar.
not all the time, but when someone passes, the camera makes a beep sound. And of course I was going to check.
Even stuff involving your tenants that you don't seem to really care about?
Era mi casa.
It was my house.
Right, but you don't seem to have a relationship with Cubano / Duniel, right?
Claro.
Of course.
So You're telling this jury you see Duniel on the floor by the pool table, right?
Así es.
That is correct.
And instead of calling 911, you call Lorraine, who's another tenant, am I right?
Claro, porque ella estaba al pendiente de que estuviéramos bien.
Of course, because she was always on the lookout that we were fine.
Why would Lorraine care whether you're fine or not? She just rents from you.
No objection.
Porque ella-
Reclamation.
All right, that'll be overruled.
Porque ella me habló para preguntarme si estábamos bien porque había escuchado balazos.
Because she called me to ask if we were fine because she had heard gunshots.
So are you telling this jury that you arrived at the scene and found Duniel on the ground before the police got there?
Así es.
That is correct.
And the reason you told this jury earlier that you didn't call 911 is because you speak Spanish?
Claro.
Of course.
You understand you're in San Antonio, Texas, correct?
Sí.
Yes.
Half the signs here are in Spanish. Am I right?
No object as to relevance, but.
Relevance, what's the relevancy?
She's tested, it goes to her credibility, Judge.
All right. Okay, that objection will be overruled.
You understand that in San Antonio, we're a majority of Hispanics, correct?
Claro que sí.
Of course I do.
That's one of the beauties of the city, isn't it?
Ujú.
The
Mhm.
flavor of the blending of the peoples.
Sí.
Yes.
So on 911, they speak Spanish also.
Yo sé que hablan español también, pero es más fácil que una persona que habla el idioma inglés le contesten más rápido que una persona que habla en español.
I know that they speak Spanish, but it's easier when someone that speaks English to answer them quickly than a person who only speaks Spanish.
How would you know that the 911 caller doesn't speak Spanish?
Porque ya en alguna ocasión se marcó y te ponen un intérprete si no hay alguien que conteste en español.
Because on one occasion we dialed and then they get an interpreter for you if there's not someone there available who speaks Spanish.
You know that 911 calls take a while, correct? Not everything's super fast when you call 911,
Así es.
That's
whether
right.
you speak English or Spanish. But you decided with Danielle on the floor dying, to call
Laura,
somebody, let me finish. You decided to call someone other than emergency services while Danielle was laying there dying, correct?
yo no sabía si
Yes
Duniel,
or no?
I didn't know
No.
if Danielle. No.
You didn't know that he was dying?
no,
No.
Did you see that he was bloody in the chest?
no tenía sangre.
No, he did not have blood.
He was just lying on the ground?
Estaba tirado en modo fetal, pero no se veía sangre.
He was lying on the ground in a fetal position, but I couldn't see blood.
Was he sleeping?
Yo no chequé si estaba durmiendo. Yo le hablé a Gerardo, le dije, aquí está Duniel tirado.
I didn't
Y ya
check
él me
if-
dijo que
I didn't check if he was sleeping. I called Gerardo and I told him, Danielle is here lying on the floor.
When you walked into your pool room, let's call it, and Danielle was in a fetal position by the pool table, am I right?
no. Yo
No.
entré a mi casa y regresé.
No, I went into my house and came back.
I understand that, but at some point you walked into the room that had the pool table, correct?
No entré, se ve de un lado.
I did not get in. You can see it from the side.
So you're saying you stood outside the room, looked in and saw him laying on the floor?
No es una sala, es parte del garage
It's not like a room, it's part of the garage.
y se puso una mesa de billar ahí.
And we just put a pool table there.
I understand all that. We've all seen how this room looks. Okay, whether it's a garage, a whatever you want to call that room. Are you saying that you never walked in and checked Dunel? You
Yo no
stayed
lo chequé.
outside of that room?
I didn't check it.
You didn't check him?
Yo no lo chequé, yo solamente lo vi tirado y le hablé a Gerardo.
I didn't check him. I just saw him lying there and I called Gerardo.
How long did it take for your husband or ex-husband to rush over?
Nada.
Nothing.
Did you scream it or did you go get him?
Sí, yo le grité y a él dijo, háblale a la ambulancia.
No, I screamed
Right.
at him and then he said, call the ambulance.
And that's when you called Lorraine instead of the ambulance.
Sí, Lorraine estaba afuera.
Yes, Lorraine was outside.
Did Lorraine go in to check on Donnell?
No,
No,
Just Gerardo?
sí.
yes.
This shell casing that you found in your son's bedroom, who called the police? Did you call the police?
Lorraine.
Lorraine.
You called Lorraine, the tenant, to call the police?
Correcto.
You didn't call him. Why not?
Porque ella podía hablar el inglés fácil.
Because she could speak English easily.
This happened at your house, correct?
Así es.
Not in Lorraine's apartment.
No, pero Lorraine estaba ahí. Lorraine salió para ver.
No, but Lorraine was there. She came out to see.
Did you check the rest of your house to see if there are any other spent shell casings?
No, porque la policía no nos dejó entrar hasta que ellos no checaron todo. El
No.
casquillo fue después.
No, because the police didn't let us get in until they had checked everything. The shell casing was after.
Did you find the shell casing the day that the police were there and give it to them? Or was it a different day?
No, en otro día diferente.
No, in a different day.
How long after this horrible event?
No recuerdo.
I don't recall.
A day?
No recuerdo. La policía debe de tener la llamada.
I don't recall. The police must have the call.
A week?
Tal vez una semana.
Maybe a week
Menos.
Month?
or
A
less.
month?
No.
No,
I mean, this was a traumatic event for you, right? Somebody
Claro.
dying at your house,
Así es.
that's right.
and you don't recall too much about the facts of it.
Claro que me acuerdo.
Of course, I remember.
Now, you weren't present when Duniel got shot, were you?
No,
No,
So you can't tell this jury who shot him, can you?
no.
no.
Who gave that spent shell casing to the police? You, Gerardo, or Lorraine?
Ellos lo tomaron
They took it
From whom?
del closet de mi hija donde estaba.
from my son's closet where it was.
Yes. So they actually, you left the spent shell casing there on the bed?
En la cama. No, señor. En la cama.
Where was it found in
The
his
bed?
room?
No, sir.
Sorry.
Yes.
Where was it found in his bedroom?
En el closet de mi hijo.
In my son's closet.
And you left it there for the police to come get?
Yo le hablé para que vinieran.
I called them so they can come.
Well, you didn't call the police. You said Lorraine called the police, right?
No, después.
No, after.
After what?
Después de que la policía recogió evidencia y todo, y ya nos dejaron entrar.
After the police collected evidence and everything, then they let us in.
Yo guardando la ropa de mi hijo, acomodando y todo, me encontré el casquillo.
When I was rearranging my son's clothes, everything, that's when I found the casing.
Right, but it wasn't the same day that Duniel was killed, right?
No,
No,
And you don't recall which officer came to recover that?
no, pero ellos deben de saber.
no, but they should know.
Well, we would hope so, right?
Claro.
Of course.
pass the witness.
That's it.
No further questions and excuse my state.
Is this witness excused?
Yes.
All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you a 5-minute break and then I'll bring you back in. Please remember previous instructions. Everyone, please rise for the jurors.
Can I get your name? Cynthia Cortez.
But she's got another one.
But this doesn't work.
But I saw it on that side. I don't know what happened to our original budget.
Yeah, somebody took it.
Someone took it.
It's been taken. We should try to find it.
We need to find it.
Probably the same person that took Arlene's microphone.
All right, are you all ready?
Yes.
All right, let's bring the jurors in.
All right, for the jury.
All right, state, call your next witness.
It's called Cynthia Cortez.
All right, can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you may be seated.
I see.
All right, the microphone that is in the center, please pull it towards you. No.
Oh.
And just forward and make sure you speak into it so everyone can hear. Can you say testing, testing?
Testing.
Are you able to hear to the interpreter?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you.
Defense and state, are you able to hear? All right, if you'll state your name for the record and spell your last name, please.
Cynthia Cortez, Cortez.
All right, state you may proceed.
Thank you. Hello, Ms. Cortez. Are you a resident of Bear County?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you resided in Bear County?
20 years,
Okay, how old are you currently?
45.
How are you presently employed?
I'm employed.
What do you do?
I work on construction.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that.
All right, so
Construction?
Construction?
Yes.
Are you married, Ms. Cortez?
Yes.
Okay, and do you and your spouse reside together?
Yes.
What address do y'all reside at?
6928 Old. Together, 6 years.
And then prior to that 6 years, who resided there? Do you know?
My husband.
So he lived alone and then you moved in with him later?
Yes.
Okay. What streets comprise the closest intersection to your home at 60? Ends with a dead end?
Yes.
Okay, so there's only one way in and out?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and at your home, do you have cameras?
Yes.
What kind of camera is it?
They're the ones you just plug it in on the, plug it in with Wi-Fi.
Okay, and approximately how many cameras do you have at your home?
4.
Okay, and where are those cameras located?
I have in front of the yard and the middle and in the back, way back.
Do they constantly record?
Yes.
Are they motion activated?
Yes.
Do they record in black and white?
At night, when it's on like, the night vision,
Do they ever record in color?
yes.
When do they record in color versus black and white?
When it sends a motion, somebody pass in front or a car, it turn on the light.
Okay. And how, I guess, is the footage able to be stored?
Yes, on the memory card.
Okay, so it only stores if there's a memory card, is that a fair statement?
Yes.
Okay, to your knowledge, do you have the camera that points down Winsford Drive?
Yes.
And where is that camera located on your home?
It's on the top of the window where the entrance is on my house.
Okay, so in the front,
Yes.
and was that camera operational on February 16th, 2023?
Yes.
To your knowledge, was it functioning properly?
Yes.
I'm going to hand you what's been pre-marked as States Exhibit 79, okay? What is this?
Is that this where the video for the
Okay.
memory card?
Okay, and have you reviewed the contents of States Exhibit 79?
Yes.
And is it a fair and accurate depiction of February 16th, 2023?
Yes.
Okay, and now your camera, you stated that it moves with motion, correct?
Yes.
Does the camera constantly record?
Yes.
Okay, so with this footage, if the video was paused, would you be able to take a still from it? Like a
Yes.
screenshot? Okay.
Yes.
So I'm handing you what's been marked as States Exhibit 80. What is this?
There's a front yard from the house.
Okay, and have you seen this before?
Yes.
And are the date and timestamps at the top consistent with the footage, surveillance footage in 79?
Yes, ma'am.
And is it a fair and accurate depiction of the footage in States Exhibit 79?
Yes.
Okay. And then I'm going to hand you what have been marked as States Exhibit 81 and 82. What are these? Please take a look.
The map where my house is and is the street.
Okay, and so for clarity, these are Google Maps, correct?
Yes.
And you did not capture these Google Map images, correct?
No.
But are they fair and accurate depictions of the neighborhood?
Yes.
And your home is shown on this photo?
Yes.
81 and 82, correct?
Yes, in both.
And what is the difference between 81 versus 82 visually?
It's just like this is like the street view, and this is just like just the names of the houses and
Okay, so one is like Google Earth versus a traditional map?
yes.
Okay, but they're fair and accurate depictions, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, at this time, state moves to admit what has been marked as States Exhibit 79 through 82, tendering for defense for inspection.
May I take her on board, dear Judge?
Yes.
Now, Ms. Cortez, looking at States Exhibit number 79 is the video. When did you last look at this?
When
When?
it was on November last year.
And is that when you initialed it?
Yes.
November of last year.
Yes, sir.
So that's eight months ago, 9 months ago?
Yes.
So you haven't seen this recently, correct?
Yes, today.
Okay, so you saw it today and it's exactly the same as when you initialed it back in November?
Yes.
No objections as to 79. Now as to 80, 81, and 82, did you produce these?
No.
When were they shown to you? Just now or earlier?
Now and November.
Okay. These same ones?
Yes.
Okay. And they accurately depict what was shown on that day?
Yes.
Now, you didn't do these maps, correct?
No, sir.
Okay. And if I ask you about the maps, they're cut just around your house, basically, correct?
Yes.
But the neighborhood's larger than just around your house, correct?
Yes.
It doesn't show all the streets broken down in that Camelot area, does it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, let me
Yes.
show you State's Exhibit number 81. So you're looking at 81.
Mhm.
I'm assuming the red dot's your house?
no, my house is like right over here in the front.
Okay, well, that's what I missed.
Yeah.
Okay, so this map doesn't show where your house is,
No.
not
it's
marked,
Not marked.
but you can tell us where it is.
Yes.
Okay. And I'll agree to it, Madam Judge.
All right, then State's Exhibit 79 through 82 is admitted without objection. State, you may proceed.
You'd be good. Okay, Ms. Cortez, so looking at State's Exhibit number 82.
And defense, you may move around if you need to
Where
be.
is your house located on 82?
It's right here where the mark is.
Okay, is it at the corner?
Yes, this is the.
What streets make up the intersection closest to your home?
It's Winsford and Oldham.
Okay, and you stated that Winsford on State's Exhibit 82 ends with a cul-de-sac, correct?
Yes.
And can you see part of that cul-de-sac in 82?
Yeah, right here.
Okay, thank you. Permission to publish, Judge?
Granted.
Now, looking at State's Exhibit 82 that you just saw, approximately how far is the address 7718 Winsford Drive from your home? Do you recall?
No, I really don't know, because most of the time I don't go to the back.
Okay. And are you familiar with the individuals that live around you?
No.
Okay. How did you, I guess, learn that your surveillance system was relevant to something?
I don't understand.
Okay, so did police ever contact you about your surveillance?
Yes.
When did they do that approximately?
2-3 days. After the video, they went to my house and asked for the memory card.
Okay, and on February 16th, 2023, that evening, do you recall if you were home?
I'm sorry?
On February 16th, 2023, were you at home at night?
Yes.
Do you recall whether police reached out to you that night?
No, I don't remember.
Okay. In approximately what time, I withdraw. So I'm going to place State's Exhibit number 79. Judge.
Yes. I'm sorry. No, is there something you need? Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
So just remember, ladies and gentlemen, you're not allowed to ask questions. Sure.
Holding seats exhibit, so this street that we see in front of us, what street is that?
That one is Oldham.
Okay, and then when the camera is more positioned to the left, what street is this?
Winsford.
Okay, and this is the one that ends in dead end, correct?
Yes.
Okay, no further questions, I pass this witness, Judge.
Defense.
So Ms. Cortez, as we're watching that video of your surveillance camera, right?
Yes.
It looks like the angle of the lens that is recording moves. Does it do that on its own?
When it sends the motion.
That's kind of cool. So regarding the location of your house, looking at it from that video and the maps, it looks like your house is angled on Oldham. Is that right?
It's just right on the corner.
Is it on the very corner? Because if you look at the maps, where are they?
Hey.
Let me see again. I'll get it. I'm looking at states 82 in evidence. Point out where you live,
This corner.
where the dot is.
Yes.
You see how it's over to the right and it's more on the Oldham side as opposed to the Winsford? That's actually the way your house is, right?
Yes.
And if you
The-
look at it on. Kind of focus here. On this map, your house would be at the corner of Oldham and Winsford, correct?
Yes.
And, but your house, is it right on the corner or is it a little bit more to the right along Old?
It's right in the corner.
Okay, but the corner curves in front of it, doesn't it, going down Oldham?
Yeah, it has kind of a little bit like,
Right, and so that's what I mean, it's not like this is a 90-degree angle here.
yeah.
Your house is not on a 90-degree angle, it's more of a 45-degree angle.
Yes.
Okay, so everything in front of Oldham is directly in front of your house, correct?
Yes.
But stuff coming off of Winsford is more of an angle. You can still see it,
Mhm.
but it's more of an angle, correct?
Yes.
And how often do you go down towards the end of Winsford, which is a dead end type? How often do you go down that way?
Not so often.
No reason to, right? Because you're going out the other way.
Yes.
Now, if somebody's at the end of Winsford
Mhm.
and they want to get out of, this is Camelot 2 or Camelot?
I'm not sure.
Okay, well, this neighborhood that you live in,
Yes.
if they wanted to get out of this area, this is a dead end, so they have to go up towards you, correct?
Yes.
But they don't have to go in front of you, do they? Can't they turn down one of the streets before your house and go around and come out at the other end?
On this one, like the ones on the back, it has to pass through right here in the,
Okay, well, let's talk about that. You live here,
Mhm.
right?
yes.
What is the street right here?
This is like an alley, it's just an alley.
Okay. But there is a street before Oldham, isn't there? See this street right here? That goes all the way around. There's Oldham, right?
Mhm.
And you live at that corner.
Yes, sir.
But this street here, that is the street that goes all the way around this subdivision, doesn't it?
It's just an alley. It doesn't-
Okay, so it's not a street.
No,
Okay, looks like a street on that map.
no, sir.
Now, regarding what we see on the video. Here you go. You can't make out the license plates of those cars, can you?
No, sir.
You can't tell who's driving those cars, can you?
No.
And that's at night, so it's hard to tell what color they are, correct?
Yeah, it just when the lights turn on,
I mean, if they go directly in front of your house on Oldham, you might be able to make out kind of a color, right? I think I saw one of them that looked kind of blue that went by. But if they're going up Winsford straight by your house, it's hard to tell anything, isn't it?
yes.
And you said you had 4 cameras. That's the one clearly, I assume, by your front door?
Yes.
Where are the other 3?
The other ones are one in the garage, the back garage, inside the garage. The other one,
That doesn't help us outside.
no. The other one is on the gate, the back gate.
Which is further back on Oldham or towards the back of the house?
On the back of the house.
So that doesn't help us with Winsford, correct?
No,
What was the
Neither.
last one?
the other one is on my porch, on the back porch.
Which doesn't help us with Winsford.
Yes.
And regarding this case, you don't know anything about it, right? Except that the
No, sir.
detectives came and
As for the
asked for
camera,
your videos.
yes.
Nothing further.
State?
No further questions, Judge, excused by the state.
Excuse, Judge.
All right, thank you. If you'll make sure you leave the square microphone behind and the round microphone behind. And if there are any exhibits, if you'll just hand those to the court reporter, if there are any up at the bench with you.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, before you call your next witness, could I have parties approach? All right, state if you'll call your next witness.
The state calls Roxana Martinez.
Oh, and to the interpreter, whenever you need to switch out, just let me know.
Thank you, Judge. I guess after this,
After this witness? Okay,
3:30.
all right, we'll take a break after this witness so y'all can switch out.
Perfect. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. And Attorney Galloway, if you can have the weather put both microphones. All right, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, you can lower your hand. So that long microphone, it's so that everyone can hear you. If you could make sure you speak into that microphone, and just so we can see if the interpreter can hear, if you can just say testing, testing.
Yes.
All right, okay. But if you could just speak a little bit louder, okay? All right, can you state your name for the record?
I'm Roxana Martinez.
All right, state, you may proceed.
Roxana, how old are you currently?
I'm 17.
Okay. And do you know Marco Moreno Vasquez?
I do.
How do you know him?
With my father.
Do you see him in court here today? Can you please point at him and tell me what color shirt he's wearing?
He's wearing blue.
Now, you love your dad, correct? And you're not doing this to hurt him, right?
Objection calls for leading.
Overruled.
But you were issued a subpoena by the state of Texas to be here today, correct?
I was.
And the reason for that is because you witnessed something that was a tragedy, right? And so I have to ask you a couple of questions about that, if that's okay. So I want to talk to you about, we've already established that the defendant is your father. What is your mother's name?
Ramona Martinez.
Do you have siblings?
I do.
How many?
I have 4 siblings.
And can you please tell me their name?
Kylie Martinez, Sadie Martinez, Brandon Anthony Moreno, Lisa Melanie Moreno.
Okay. And I want you to think about to 2023. So if you're 17 now, do you know how old you were in 2023?
I was 13.
Okay. You're 13 getting ready to turn 14, is that right? Okay. And so back in 2023, do you recall where you were living at that time?
Yes.
Do you know what the address was? Okay, and who did you live there with?
My dad, my mom, and my 2 siblings, and then two other residents.
Okay. Now I'm gonna show you a picture. Let me take a look at what I've marked as State's Exhibit number 83. Do you recognize what is in State's Exhibit 83?
Yes, ma'am.
What is that?
My home.
And does that appear to be how your house looked the last time that you saw it?
Yes.
At this time, the state offers State's Exhibit 83 into evidence and is tendering to defense for inspection.
No objection.
State's exhibit number 83 is admitted without objection.
Now, you stated that 2 other residents, so.
Oh, yes, I've been passing it, sure.
So when we're talking about Kimberly Lane, in this photo, was there 1 house or 2 houses on the property?
It was 1 house and then 1 RV.
Okay, and so if we're looking at State's Exhibit 83, I'm gonna step back so that we can see it. But this structure right here, what is that? Is that the house?
Yes, that's the house.
Okay, and is this the RV or here?
Yes.
Okay, and so in this house, who lived in this house?
Me, my brother, my baby sister, my mom, and her.
Okay, and so that would be you, Brandon, Chanel, Marco, and Ramona, correct? And who lived in that camper?
Alex and Pinky.
Okay, so in the camper was Adis,
Yes.
and who was the other person?
Pinky.
Benoit?
Pinky.
Benoit, okay, okay. And do you know for about how long Adis had been living in the camper there at your residence?
A few months.
Okay. Did he ever live inside of the main home with you and Marco, Ramona, and your siblings?
No.
Now I want to talk to you about February 16th of 2023, okay? On that day, can you explain to me what you did on that day?
We woke up normally, how we would. My dad made me coffee. He made my mom coffee. We had a really good day on it.
Judge, can we ever put the microphone closer?
Sure. If you'll just speak in the microphone a little bit more so everyone can hear you.
And so you had a good day. At some point, did you guys leave the 74 Kimberly Lane to go somewhere?
Yes,
Um,
we had went to go get ice cream from DQ.
Okay, is that Dairy Queen?
Yes.
Okay. And so who all went to Dairy Queen?
It was me, my mom, my brother, big sister, my dad, and I.
Okay. And after you all went to Dairy Queen, where did you go?
We came home and only my dad and I sat went to the house.
Okay. Did your dad and others come back into the vehicle?
Yes,
And I need to show you just one more picture, which I'm gonna mark as State's Exhibit 84. Do you recall what type of vehicle that you guys were driving in on that day?
I don't know the brand, but I know the color of it.
If I show you State's Exhibit number 84, does that look like the motor vehicle that was owned by your mother and father? Okay, and that looks like the motor vehicle that you were riding in on February 16th of 2023. And State's Exhibit 84, the motor vehicle looks the same as you remember it the last time you saw it. At this time, I am offering State's Exhibit 84 into evidence, tendering to defense for inspection.
No objection.
State's Exhibit number 84 is admitted without objection.
All right, Roxana. And so after your dad and Avis went and did they go into the main home on Kimberly Lane? Okay. Did they come out at any point? When they came out, did they get back into the car or what did they do?
They did. They slowly came out of the house and I went into our side. The back side and my dad had went into the passenger side.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask you, in that motor vehicle, after DQ, when you guys are getting ready to leave your home, who was driving that motor vehicle? And who was sitting in the passenger side of the vehicle? And who was sitting in the back behind your dad? And who is sitting next to Aves? And then who was sitting next to your brother?
My baby sister
And then where were you sitting?
next to my baby sister.
And
on
with-
the other side.
Okay, and was that behind your mom?
Yes.
Okay. Now, at some point, did you guys leave from Kimberly Lane to go somewhere?
We did.
Did you know where you were going at that point? Okay, so at some point, you guys drive off, does the vehicle stop somewhere?
We stopped at a residential living place.
Okay. Once you arrived at that place, did anyone get off of the car?
My dad and
Did your dad and others have anything with them that you observed?
on the backside of my dad, he had his pistol or gun, I think that's what it's called,
Okay.
gun, and I had grabbed a gun from the back of the back of the chair.
Okay. And so when did you see that your dad had that firearm in the back of his pants?
When he came over,
Okay. And when did you become aware that Adet had a firearm?
when he took it out.
Okay, and so you're saying that that firearm was in the pocket of the
Yes.
passenger seat?
Yes.
So Adet would have had to open the pocket and pull it out and then exit the vehicle?
Yes.
Okay. Once your dad and Audis exited the vehicle, were you able to see where they went?
They have went into the side of there is a fence in it was a fence and he had walked to the side
Okay,
where this the side door.
okay. Did you see anyone come out of the fence?
He's
Okay, and what happened at that time? What did you see?
He had came closer to my dad and my dad had just gotten really close to them, and they were talking for maybe a few minutes,
Okay,
and we just started into a argument.
okay. During that argument, were you able to hear what was being said?
I was just hearing that they were yelling about money.
Okay. And did that include that you heard your dad yelling? Yeah, so who did you hear yelling? Did that include your dad? You heard him yelling? Like his voice?
It was the other guy on the other side.
Okay.
Daniel, I think.
Okay. So, cause you stated that they were arguing, right? Did that include everyone that was arguing?
Yes.
Okay. And were you able to see your dad when he was engaging in this when everyone was arguing? Were you able to see your dad? Did he appear to be getting angry or loud?
He was getting louder, and they had backed up a little bit. And that's when the other guy started running. He let out, both of them let out.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to kind of walk through that with you a little bit. So when you say the other guy was running, is that the person that you said you think his name is Duniel? Okay, but you didn't know what his name was on that day,
No.
right? Okay, so we'll kind of just refer to him as the person that you don't know his name, okay? So the person that you don't know his name, you stated that you saw him turn around and try to take off running. Okay, and then at that time, what did you observe regarding your father and Ades?
My dad had looked back at us at the vehicle, and he had shot down road twice. And Alex was looking straight at the guy, and he shot quite a few times.
Okay. After the firearms were shot, did you see the victim that you don't know his name? Did you ever see him again?
No, I just, whenever he shot, he had fell down, and he tried getting back. And I just let out one more shot, and he got fell.
After you observed those firearms being discharged, what did Ades and your dad do?
They ran back into the car.
Okay, and did your dad get into the same front passenger side?
He did.
And then
Ades got.
okay, and sitting next to Brandon, is that correct?
Mhm.
Okay, and then what happened from then?
We started arguing, not we, my mom and my dad started arguing as my mom was driving. And we headed straight to a lady's house. Leave the vehicle there.
Okay, at some point, did you guys go back to
We did, yes,
Kimberly Lane, 74 Kimberly Lane?
we did.
Okay, and where did everyone go once y'all got? Was that in the vehicle, the one that I showed you?
Yes,
Okay,
we had went back and we went into the house. They told us to get a few valuable things that are ours and get back in the car.
okay. So I'm gonna have to back up a little bit. So when you guys leave the residence where the shooting occurred, did you go straight back to 74 Kimberly Lane?
We went straight back and then came back to another lady's house.
Okay, So I kind of want to walk, so when you guys left the shooting location and arrived back at Kimberly Lane, where did you, your dad, your mom, and your siblings go?
We went inside the big house,
And where did Ades go?
into his little RV.
Okay, and then when you and your family were in the big house, did you notice anyone go to the fridge area?
He went, my mom had went up there and put them on top of the fridge behind in the back.
Okay, so you saying your mom put the gun, who gave the gun to your mom? Okay. And you observed her put the gun somewhere near the fridge area, is that correct? Okay. And then after that, did you receive instructions from your mom or your dad?
They told us to go into our
I'm gonna
room.
object to the hearsay, Judge.
All right, you're allowed to testify as to what Mr. Moreno Vasquez stated, but not your mother, unless a foundation is laid for you to testify to that.
Okay. So you can just say yes or no. Did your mom or dad give you instructions? And based on what they told you, what did you do? Did you start?
Yeah, I packed a bag of clothes and I packed one teddy bear, a few games for my baby sister. My brother packed some more clothes, chargers, cell phones, and my baby sister just packed a few. My mom packed a few clothes for my baby sister.
Okay. And after everyone was done packing, what happened?
We got back in the car and that's when we drove to that lady's house to tell her about the car.
Okay. After the lady's house, did you guys stay in San Antonio or go somewhere else?
We got our truck, the white one, we have a Ram truck, and we headed towards Austin.
Okay. And who was in Austin at that time?
My grandpa.
Okay, is that your dad's father? And did you all go, when you all went to Austin, who all was in the white truck? Who all went to Austin?
Me, my brother, my mom, my dad, and I.
Okay. When you guys arrived in Austin, Texas, what house did you go to?
We went to my grandpa's house.
Okay. Once you were at your grandfather's home, did you hear your father tell your grandfather anything about the crime that had occurred?
We headed towards a little shop, like a gas station kind of, and we went inside. And that's when they started talking about what had happened.
Okay, what did you hear your father tell your grandfather about what happened?
Objection calls
Overruled.
You can answer.
And he just told him that he had killed the guy, and it was about money, and that he needed to stay a little longer with him.
Okay. Now, did you, your mother and your siblings stay in Austin, or did you guys return to San Antonio or Poteet at some point?
We left him there.
And when you say you left him there, you left your dad in Austin, Texas, is that correct?
Yes, we left him and always on.
And you guys went back to your home at 74 Kimberly Lane?
Yeah.
Okay. And I guess, did you ever talk to the police about this at the time that it happened? Okay. And I guess later on, it came out, when you were confiding in somebody, is that correct?
Yeah.
We have to let this go.
Defense.
Thank you, Judge. Good afternoon, Roxana. Got to ask you some serious questions here, unfortunately. So, on this trip that you took, let's talk about Adis. He lived in the RV there by the house. And he would come and go in the house, wouldn't he? The house that you lived in,
Yes.
almost like it was his. Right? He would come in whenever he wanted, leave whenever he wanted, from the house that you guys lived in.
Yes.
And the day that you drove over to this house where this horrible thing occurred, was it daylight or was it nighttime?
It was dark.
And you're driving in a Suburban, right? The picture that the DA showed you?
Yes.
Brown?
It's beige.
Beige, but it's not white. And so you drive down there and you pull up at some house that you don't know, is that correct?
Yes.
And that's when you say your dad and Adis get out of the vehicle, right? Where was the vehicle parked in relation to where this house was with the gate?
Where it's like the little road to get into the garage. There, we're on the very side of it. But as
Okay,
soon as you get out on the little corner.
and there were trucks parked in front of that house, right?
Mhm.
Like how many trucks? Like 4?
Not full.
How many trucks?
2.
2 to 3. And they're parked right by where the entrance is, correct?
Mhm.
And so you're parked not right by that entrance, you're further back, aren't you?
No, we're in the front.
You're right in front of that gate?
Mhm. I think I could see it.
Well, I'm asking you, you're parked right in front of that gate. Yes or no?
Yes.
And you're parked sideways or you're parked into,
No.
facing the gate?
Silent.
And you were sitting in the back behind your mom?
Yes.
So you're not by the passenger side door that looks straight out, correct?
Mhm.
And it's dark out there, isn't it?
Mhm.
You see your dad and Adis walk to the front of the gate?
Mhm.
Do they walk past the gate or they walk up to the gate?
They walk up to me.
And then you say you see another guy come towards the gate from inside, correct?
Mhm.
Can you hear what they're saying?
They're
Right, are the windows up in the car or are they down?
up.
They're up, does your mom have the car on
No,
with the air conditioning going?
she didn't.
So the car was off,
Mhm.
but the windows are up. Is the radio on?
Mhm.
Your brother playing any games?
Mhm. My baby sister was watching her show.
What show was that? If you know. What's the show she usually watches?
Off and on.
Okay, was that what she was watching?
Off and on. Sorry?
Was that what she was watching that night?
Mhm.
And does she have headphones on or is she playing it?
We had our headphones. Yes.
So she couldn't hear what's going on. Did she have it on loud?
She has it on her yes.
So you can kind of hear what's going on, even though she has the headphones on her Octonauts, correct?
Mhm.
That's how you knew what she was watching, right?
I put it for her, so yes, I'm gonna.
What's your brother in the car doing? How old is he
Now,
back then?
he's 13, he's 1,
Okay, and what's he doing sitting in the car? He's not just sitting there.
he's on his phone,
He's on his phone. What is he doing? Is
he's texting,
he's texting? There's no music playing from his phone? Is he talking and laughing while he's texting about what he's texting? Who else is in the car besides your mom?
Me.
Is it just the 3 of you?
me, my brother, my baby sister, and I.
Okay, is your mom just sitting there? Or is she talking to anybody?
She's just sitting there.
She's not on her phone?
Mhm.
And so you're probably, if you know, are you as far from me at this point when you're sitting there from the gate? Or is it further back where I would be and you're the gate?
From the back.
So. If I step back to here. Is about this far from where you're sitting in the car. looking that way? Cause you're the gates.
Mhm.
I'm in the car. Is it this far or is it about this far?
No, it's close to
Close. Here,
where that guy is.
right here, this guy?
Mhm.
So you're sitting in the car this way, right? Cause the car is facing this way
Mhm.
and you're the gate. And there's trucks in front, correct?
Mhm.
And so your windows are up and you can see your dad and Ada's, correct?
Mhm.
And you see this other guy, you don't know that guy, right, that's talking to them?
Okay.
And you say he's the one that starts yelling first?
Who? The guy?
The guy. Who starts yelling first?
The guy.
The guy. And then Ada starts yelling back at him?
Yes.
Does your dad ever yell or he's just standing there?
He yells every time.
Can you tell what it is he yells?
Mhm.
You can't really tell, can you?
Mhm.
Because of the distance and the windows being up, right?
Right.
And then at some point, do you ever see the guy that the DA, because you didn't know his name, right? But the DA told you what his name was?
I found out on the news.
Okay, so you found out on the news that it was Danielle.
Yes.
Did you ever see him pull out a weapon?
Also,
If he had pulled out a weapon, would you have been able to see? Or were Adis and your dad in the way?
I know.
So you don't know if he pulled anything out, correct? But you're sure you saw Adis pull out a gun and shoot him.
Yes, I did.
You made that very clear to the DAs, correct?
Yeah.
And to this jury.
Yeah.
And you say your dad had a gun.
Mhm.
But you made it very clear to the DAs that your dad did not shoot this guy, is that right?
Mhm.
You didn't make that very clear to this jury. Are you telling them right now that your dad did not shoot this guy?
He did. He shot at the floor.
And did he shoot at the floor towards this guy or away from this guy?
For the guy. He did it to skin.
And that's not something your dad told you, right? That's something you saw.
Mhm.
And you say your father only shot once, is that right?
He shot twice.
Twice. And Ada shot several times.
Yes, he did.
But you say that you saw where Ada's pointed at the guy, fired at least once, and you saw the guy fall.
Mhm.
That wasn't while your dad was shooting, correct?
Mhm.
You said you saw that guy, Danielle, start running? He ran away from Ada's, right? Did he run and then you lost sight of him?
He ran. He had some. Something else.
And then did he keep going or is that when your dad starts walking back towards the car?
My dad has started running back and I just got out on the shot.
So your dad left the scene and Adis kept shooting. Then they get in the car, Adis and your dad, and you drive off to some other house. Do you know whose house that was?
I do.
Whose house was it?
Use my partner's son.
And who gets out of the car there?
My mom, my dad.
And you and your brothers, your brother and your sister stay in the car? So you don't know what happened there, right? You didn't see what happened. How long were they there at your godmother's house?
A few minutes.
What's her name?
You have to say that.
You are sworn under oath, yes.
if it's true or not, but supposedly he's on a raw diet or something. But I don't know if that's true because he said sometimes he'll do something else. So I just asked myself, when it comes to eating, what would Lenny Kravitz do?
Has he put out any new music?
I'm not sure. I know I have all his CDs.
I mean, he had some big hits, but they were like, what, 20 years ago?
I'm not
American
sure.
Woman and stuff?
Yeah. Yes.
All rise or the jury.
All right, everyone, please be seated. And ladies and gentlemen, we switched out the interpreter. You've seen him here before. He is still under oath. State, call your next witness.
The state calls Juan Carlos Ortega Murillo.
Could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Sí.
Yes.
All right. Is there this, you can lower your hand. You can lower your hand. There should be a square microphone up there. It's a silver one. Yes, if you could put that somewhere on his shirt, it's for the court reporter to hear.
On my shirt?
Oh, his shirt.
On my shirt.
He's speaking Spanish.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
I
They tell me he's
understand.
speaking Spanish. All right. If you could state your name for the record and spell your last name, please.
Juan Carlos Ortega, O-R-T-E-G-A.
Juan Carlos Ortega, O-R-T-E-G-A.
All right, state you may proceed.
Mr. Ortega, how old are you currently?
46 años.
46 years old.
And do you live in Bexar County, Texas?
Sí.
Yes.
About how long have you lived in Bexar County, Texas?
Como 15 años. alrededor.
Like 15 years at least.
Okay. Are you married?
Sí.
Yes.
Do you have children?
Sí.
Yes.
How many children do you have?
2.
2.
And are you employed?
Sí.
Yes.
What line of work do you do?
Ahorita trabajo en la cocina.
Right now I'm working in the kitchen.
Okay. Before working in the kitchen, did you used to work in a different field?
Sí.
Yes.
And what field was that?
En la carpintería.
Carpentry.
Okay. Do you know an individual by the name of Marco Moreno Vasquez?
Perdón, no escuché. Sí.
Yes.
And how did you come to know him?
Lo conocí por el trabajo.
I met him through work.
Okay. Do you see Marco Moreno Vasquez here in the courtroom today?
Sí.
Yes.
Can you please point to him and tell me what color shirt he's wearing?
Camisa azul.
Blue shirt.
Now you met Marco through work. Would you consider him an acquaintance or a friend?
Conocido el trabajo.
Acquaintance at work.
Okay. Now back in 2022, did you own a Chevy Suburban?
Sí.
Yes.
Okay. And at some point, did you sell this Chevy Suburban?
Sí.
Yes.
Who did you sell the Chevy Suburban to?
A Marco Moreno.
Marco Moreno.
Okay. Did you enter into like an agreement or contract with him regarding the motor vehicle?
Sí.
Yes.
Okay. And can you tell me more about the agreement that you had with him and how it came about?
Cuando él
when he
Cuando él tomó la camioneta,
took over the truck,
firmamos un papel
we signed a paper.
de común acuerdo
It was a common agreement
que él iba, cómo iba a quedar, cómo iba a hacer el contrato para que él me pagara la
so
camioneta.
how it was gonna be, what the contract it was gonna be, so that he could pay me.
Okay. Did you give a copy of that agreement to the district attorney's office?
Sí,
Yes,
Okay, do you recall the license plate of your Chevy Suburban?
sí,
yes,
Would you be able to tell me what the license plate was, or do you need to refresh your memory with that agreement that you?
la placa era
And I'm gonna show you what has already been entered into evidence as case exhibit for '84. Do you recognize that vehicle?
sí,
yes,
Okay, and is that the vehicle that you sold to the defendant Marco Moreno Vasquez?
sí.
yes,
And do you remember when you entered into the agreement to sell him this motor vehicle?
yes.
And when was that?
Fue el 5 de octubre del 2022.
It was October the 5th, 2022.
Okay, and in the agreement that you all entered, did Marco Moreno provide you with his date of birth and phone number?
Sí,
Yes.
Do you recall what that was?
no recuerdo.
No, I don't recall.
Would it help you to remember if you were able to look at a copy of that agreement?
Sí,
Yes,
Okay, Mr. Ortega, so I'm gonna show you what has been marked for identification purposes as state exhibit F. Can you tell me, what was the address that Marco Moreno provided? And this is the agreement that you signed with the defendant, is that correct?
sí,
yes,
And it contains your signature and the signature of the defendant, is that correct?
sí,
yes,
And so, in October of 2022, did you give the defendant that motor vehicle, the Chevy Suburban, pursuant to the agreement that you had?
sí,
yes,
And in February of 2023, did the defendant still have your vehicle?
sí.
yes.
We pass the witness term.
Defense.
No questions.
All right, is this witness excused?
Yes.
Excused?
Yes, Judge.
All right, thank you. You may step down. All right, ladies and gentlemen, because of the bad weather, and I know people have been receiving messages on their phone, we are going to recess early today so that everybody can travel safely back home. We are going to start tomorrow at 1:30 because I have a docket in the morning. Please remember my instructions. Do not do any research on this case. Do not Google any names. Do not go to any of the addresses that you may have heard today. Everything that you need to know about this case come from inside this courtroom and nowhere else. Do not even think about this case unless you are, okay, do not even think about this case unless you are. Yes. All right, everyone, please rise for the jurors, and I'll see y'all tomorrow at 1:30. One final thing, the same number of people are going to be called up your first time. So to be assured, probably a parking space, you probably need to arrive by 12:30. Don't keep it close to 1:30 because people start coming back from lunch, okay? All right, thank you. All right, so we'll start